it's running in
Hopefully it's
kids'
just the root
brains.
cause of all of our technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I was watching Fortnite.
And okay, side. I know we haven't started the episode yet, but sidebar. I've got it.
I'm here for it.
So I went to see the Willy Wonka. No, what's it called? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory musical in Sydney today.
Yes. Yeah, the one that's on at the State Theatre.
Yeah. I'm not going to go too into it. It was fun. It's very much for kids. But there's a few jokes for adults too. So I went to see that, and it was good. It was great. I only have one criticism though. My one criticism is that Willy Wonka should not sing songs about social media usage by the kids. Willy Wonka
sang a song about social media usage by the kids?
It's when Mike TV gets shrunk into a little TV boy. And they sing a song.
There definitely wasn't any social media in the Mike TV segment that I remember from the movie.
The words Instagram and Twitter should not be in that universe, I think.
No, definitely not. I mean, Mike TV dresses up as a cowboy. Do you know anyone who would ever, like any child that would, dress up as a cowboy? I feel like that's a thing that just doesn't happen anymore.
In this one,
I see kids as Elsa.
Yeah, Elsa. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cowboys kind of have some bad implications.
Yeah, times have changed significantly from when that original movie came out.
From Mike TV's time.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really don't want to get too sidetracked, but I've got so many. Yeah,
I feel like you've got some things to say.
I was going to go on an anecdote about how when we went to see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp remake, in Year 7 religion class.
Why did you do that?
I don't remember.
It's such a weird environment to go and see that movie in.
Yeah, it is. Okay. We should move on swiftly. Now that I've just gotten that out of the way.
Yeah.
I think it's my turn to say welcome to Pokemon X and Y. And
why?
And how.
And how? How? Who, what, when, where, why, and how?
Yeah. My name is Brendan. Is anyone around? I'm Brendan. Hi.
James is here.
Hey. Holding it down.
And I am Bianca. And we're here. We're not queer, but we are ready to talk about Pokemon.
We're as you can probably tell by this, talking about, because it was Easter, going to talk about some rabbit-based Pokemon. There's going to be some controversies. I already knew there was going to be some controversy from my side coming to this, and apparently you have some controversy, so I can't wait to hear what that's all about.
I do. I'm very excited to share it with you.
Yeah. You also brought me a present, which I still need.
I did.
I need to give this
a gift from me to you.
No,
which you will pay me for.
I will pay you for. Probably shouldn't do that on stream though. We can do that after my presentation, I reckon.
Yep. I think so. It's just a nice little thing to share with our viewers who aren't able to go to the lengths that I went to get Pokemon goods, because I will stop at nothing.
There was no other way to do this than what you did.
No.
Your brave act.
No. Yeah.
So
controversial, so brave.
I reckon we'll get stuck into it because I got a fair bit to talk about. Yes. I don't know which rabbit Pokemon come to mind when you think about it. Probably not Fran.
No. I mean, when you say rabbits, Fran definitely comes to mind, but the Pokemon qualifier definitely sort of moves her to the lower end of the list.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's just me. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody.
We're going to get into some shit in this presentation, so just think about that first.
Keep that in your mind.
So I'm going to start with arguably the worst of these rabbit Pokemon. There's probably about 5, but I'm going to focus on 2. This one is Diggersby. Can we agree on that pronunciation?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay.
We can.
That's very good to hear.
Finally.
So before we start talking about... Oh no, I'll get to it afterwards. I also thought of, before I get stuck into it, like a way to delineate how our star ratings for Pokemon, whether they're 2 or 3 stars, because it's always been hard to like delineate between those. Also, these official star ratings have no real meaning, but it is a fun way to categorize them.
They are just star ratings.
Yeah. I thought if you can remember what a Pokemon's name is, it should be a 3. I couldn't remember what Diggersby is, so... Well, actually, I reckon Diggersby is a 1.
It has to be a 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's a 1, because I fucking hate it. The design is dumb. Anyways, so I want to get that out of the way. So, I want to gauge your thoughts. I'm pretty sure you hate this Pokemon.
Yeah, I know when you said that you were going to talk about Lopunny and Diggersby, I remember saying Diggersby is definitely the more egregious of the two, and I stand by that because he looks filthy. Like, he looks absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Clean yourself, mate. Like, it's gross.
I didn't think about it till now, but that section in the middle of him, you could argue, is Pierce.
Yes, you could argue that, and I will. Now that you pointed that out to me.
Well, I
wasn't even going to go there, but you're absolutely correct, as per usual.
Yeah, so that's a bit gross. I understand where they were going with. Where they were going.
You do or you don't?
I don't understand where they were going with
I
it.
sort of do, but I've just also something else that I've just remembered by looking at him. He's got fingers on his ears.
Yeah.
Riddle me that, Nintendo. What the fuck,
right,
Game Freak? What you think?
I'll tell you about them. So with their powerful ears, sorry, I did not pronounce that word correctly. With their powerful ears, they can heft boulders of a ton or more with ease. They can be a big help at construction sites. So other Pokedex entries are about how you take them on construction sites, where you think that'd be all about like digging, but no, it's like no, they can pick up boulders.
Yeah, that's my understanding of that's most of what happens at a construction site is people just pick up boulders and move them from one location to another. There's no excavation, there's no drilling or tunneling or anything like that.
Yeah, and if only there was a Pokemon... I
suppose though,
or digging.
Sorry, go on. Oh, if only.
Yeah. So the idea of
later.
Diggersby is it's like a cross between... It's supposed to be like a excavating thing, so that's what it does with its really creepy finger ears.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Yeah, so there's one other character trait of Diggersby as well. So this is another Pokedex entry. So as powerful as an excavator, its ears can reduce dense bedrock to rubble. When it's finished digging, it lounges lazily, so it's also really lazy.
That's alright, that's a good personality trait.
I've met a few of those traits before. Oh.
Haven't we all?
It's very classy.
I was actually just thinking that when you said, and me too for agreeing. Oops. When you were talking about that they're on a construction site, it just made me think. When we get to it, because we will have to do an episode on this Pokemon. There's the one of the most divisive Pokemon, which is the Conkeldurr evolution line.
Yes.
Where it's Timber, Girder, and then Conkeldurr, and they would hang out on construction sites because one of them just has a fucking steel girder on his shoulder, just chilling. So I guess those are the two construction activities in the Pokemon world: lifting boulders, carrying girders, nothing else. But
is that girder part of his body? Is that him?
Oh no. Oh no, surely not.
There's got to be.
No, I don't think so.
You'd hope it isn't.
I don't know. Is the
actually
part of
that's what I was just about to say. That I was just thinking in my head: is there another Pokemon that famously is holding onto something? Yes, I stand corrected. The girder is not part of girder. Despite being called girder.
Surprisingly, as the name does not imply.
So I think Diggers. Oh, there's a. Also, the top of his head looks like Bugs Bunny, which is weird. I don't know. I made this last week, and I can't remember why I included this image in particular. But it's there for you if you need to look at it. You can...
Yeah, his arms have look skinnier than the previous slide.
Also, it showcases that I thought, like, in this picture here, his eyes, like, they were just closed because he was smiling. He was, like, smiling and doing a big grin. But no, that's just what his eyes look like.
Oh, no.
It's like a horizontal goat size.
Oh,
wait, a goat size horizontal? Or vertical? I don't know. They're weird rectangles.
They're vertical, yeah. I'm pretty sure... Oh, are they? No. I don't know, but I know what you're describing.
What a horrible monstrosity.
I hate it.
I think the pre-evolution Bunnelby, I think it's fairly innocuous. I think it's like a solid...
I don't have any issues with Bunnelby, because I think part of it is it's much cuter. It doesn't look nearly as dirty.
Yeah.
Like the brown just looks like just markings, not like dirt everywhere all over its face. And also its finger things don't look like finger things. They just look like just little, I don't know, ruffles of fur or something. It looks very pleasant and nice.
Yeah, it looks like a chocolate rabbit is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those over Easter?
I've got 2 in my fridge and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Just eat them very slowly.
Eat them extremely slowly. Eat them in late May.
That's probably what's going to happen. My parents got me some Rocky Road as well, which is great. There should be a Rocky Road Pokemon.
That's nice.
You can say that for anything.
We can dream. Sword and Shield will provide.
Come on. Yeah, so...
I believe.
Diggersby also remind me of this Pokemon. Which Drillbur and Exadrill. Are you familiar?
I mean, vaguely. I know, like, in that they exist. I don't. If you ask me to tell you anything else about them, sorry, can't help you.
I just remember I had an Exadrill in my first run of Gen 5, and as everyone knows, Gen 5 is my fave. And I thought this was a better example of, like, it's what they were sort of going for. I guess. I don't know. Actually, I think I included it to show how you can have brown as, like, the predominant color of a Pokemon and it still look good.
Yeah, and also their digging fingers look way more utilitarian in a good way and not disgusting and gross and like something where I wouldn't want to touch.
Yeah, if a Pokemon has fingers, like, fuck off.
Yeah. It rules out most of the humanoids, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's fine. Does Mewtwo have fingers? I don't know.
Does Mewtwo? Yeah, he's got...
Oh, he's got, like,
3, right?
alien fingers.
Yeah, like frog. He's got like Greninja fingers.
Yeah.
Like, sort of frog fingers.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about
Freaky frog boy.
About Diggersby. I hate it. And I'm glad you do too. But I have the next...
Yes, we are aligned.
I have the next rabbit Pokemon to talk about, which is Lopunny, which we talked a little bit about in the Mega Evolution episode, but it's time to get stuck in to what's going on. I'm just playing.
I don't really want to, but I know we're going to.
I wouldn't like to. So I finally put my finger on where, like, why it's so uncomfortable. Which is, let me just have a look. See, I'm just going through my notes to try to figure out where I am because I just wrote a big section about Nidoran right in the middle. Okay, I'll go through some Pokédex entries first because there's actually some other things going on in the lore of this Pokemon other than just, like, being really uncomfortable.
Yes, deeply disturbing.
So I found a contradiction, like Phoenix Wright, in actually I should point. Says their ears appear to be delicate. If they are touched roughly, it kicks with its graceful legs, which sounds a bit weird. Sounds a bit funny to me. Something's not quite right there.
Yes. Don't like that sentence, but continue.
The other thing is that it regrows its coat twice a year. And also it says mufflers and hats made from its fur are really warm, which is, like, I couldn't tell if they were implying that they killed it and skinned it like actual rabbits, or like, I don't know.
Or if it just is warm.
Yeah.
They think it would be warm from a distance. I reckon that would make a good coat, but I'm not going to prove it.
Yeah. So I didn't really think about this until like recently, but Bulbapedia like actually pointed out why like it's so weird and uncomfortable, and it's like the inspirations where it came from. This is why I included this slide at the beginning. Just one of those memes that I've put up and heard so much about.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah, it all stems from the like one of the possible influences, the design of a Playboy bunny or a bunny girl, which I found out is like a sort of subculture / style that's popular in Japan still, which explains Fran and the existence of the Viera in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Fran exists, and that's sort of enough for me to know that people will fuck anything. And no matter what you make, people will want to just fuck it. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
there's no control. We have no control.
We have no control. Once we get Randy Pitchford onto it and he's allowed to start tweeting out links to porn of his own video game, there's no coming back from that in our society.
No, there isn't. We've passed the tipping point. That's the end.
Thanks, Randy. You weird magician. There's the other inspiration. It's more to do with Mega Lopunny, though, which I didn't actually realise until I read this suggestion on Bulbapedia. Also, we talked about this design before in the Mega episode. Yeah. But it's like the legs are supposed to be like ripped leggings, and it's like also supposed to be like inspired by 80s like gym wear. But yeah, they're supposed to look like ripped.
Like Leg Warmers style, you know, come on Oz TV on your Saturday mornings, let's go and do some aerobics.
It's a hell of a design idea. Also, the pre-evolution, whose name I can't remember, which means it's a 2. What's it called? Lopunny and... No idea. Baneri, that's it.
Baneri. Yeah.
It's fairly good. It's cute.
Yeah, it's a nice, cute little thing. They're just okay. I feel the same way about Diggersby. Like, they're all right, I guess. Like, they're nothing special, though.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything personally that has, like, injured me in any way. Not in the same way that Diggersby and Lopunny have by their existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about
right.
But also, it's, like, Pokemon with brown, like, as the main colour is always going to be tricky.
It's hard to go anywhere. Like, what do you do to contrast? You just have to put yellow bits on it, and then like that's exactly what they've done with Diggersby. They've got that weird, you know, piss bit on it, and with Baneri and Lopunny, they've got that yellow tinged like furry look. Like there's just nowhere to go, and
there's nowhere to go but furry.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go but furry.
They leaned on the furriness here. They were like, well, we could do this.
Like fuck it, we're doing it now.
I thought I would. Here are the other rabbit Pokemon. Apparently, I've missed one. We'll see. It'll be very interesting.
We'll see. We'll see if we all agree on this.
Yeah. So Scorbunny, obviously, that's called the bunny. We talked about it before, though. Also, I reckon it's going to be the most popular in Japan because it's got the band-aid over its nose.
Can you remind me? I know we talked about it before, but can you remind me about the Band-Aid thing? Because I've forgotten what we talked about.
Yeah, I just remember it being like, it's like that and like heterochromia, like just like very desirable traits. I don't know what it is about the Band-Aid. I think it's just cute.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got it on its foot too. I just noticed.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's actually supposed to be a Band-Aid, but
yeah, I know, but it looks like a Band-Aid.
They really should give a Pokemon heterochromia. Everyone would love it. Like,
deal with it. This is it.
Like the one Pokemon Like one Pokemon that's stronger than Arceus and it has heterochromia. That's how you step it up.
They're too cowardly. They're too cowardly. They would never.
Prove us wrong. So we talked about that before. Alright, Nidoran and... Nidoran male and female, which I forgot was a thing, which is weird that they did that in a Pokemon game. I kind of messed with the naming conventions a little bit. But
they did. They just wanted to bamboozle you a bit.
Yeah.
Because they never did it again.
Yeah. So this is a weird one because like I think like Nidoran is supposed to be designed on a rabbit. The male one. And the female one obviously is like a guinea pig. But
the way the ears are done are different, so you can tell.
Yeah. But I only just now when I was talking about it, like I'm starting to realize that they put these rabbit Pokemon right at the start because that's what kids usually get as pets. I wonder if that has anything. I might be thinking too much into it.
I don't know. You're probably pretty close. Like, because they're a familiar shape.
Yeah.
I guess. Like, it's not like they don't look like weird Pokemon in the same way that like your next slide looks very not like anything that really exists. These are like the dark and gritty realistic Pokemon of this universe.
Yeah. But it's weird because like what they evolve into, Nidoking and Nidoqueen have nothing to do with rabbits or guinea pigs. They just look like fucking cool kaijus. So it's weird. Like
they do.
And I think I really like that about them. I think that's why Nidoking is like one of my favorites. Also,
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say also because in the first time I ever played Pokemon, Nidoking like carried me real hard.
It always helps when you've got like a real positive memory of something. That's how I felt about Talonflame. I remember I talked about this in an earlier episode, how I got a Talonflame and I discovered it was actually really good, and instantly I was like, I love this guy. I will defend you always.
But that's also, I think I already said that, but what I really like about these two is that they just don't look, they're not necessarily based on an animal or something else in like directly in real life, other than the sort of concept of, the closest thing I could think of is like giant monsters like Godzilla, kaiju sort of things.
Yeah, it definitely is it's of that mold, it's of that school of thought.
Yeah. And I think that's really cool. Even though like this entire show is based around talking about what Pokemon are like their real world counterparts. However, I think it's cool that they don't have those necessarily, unless you say kaiju. But yeah, I've just said the same thing about 3 times in a row. Don't worry about me.
That's okay. We did it. It's okay. It's been a very, very long weekend. It's fine.
And I'm still on weekend as well.
Yeah. Living the dream.
I've taken time out of my
10-day break during.
Taken time out of my very busy schedule for this show.
You're loaded up with activities.
So the last one that I have, but we'll talk about it a bit more, is Azumarill, which is a bit weird, which I didn't really think that it would be. Well, I just didn't think about it. When you see the ears, it's a bit more obvious, but it's categorized as the aqua rabbit, which is definitely a name.
I mean, okay.
Also,
you can't just put ears on it and then just say, hey, look, it's a rabbit. Or can you? I don't know. I guess that's what the Playboy bunnies are.
And also,
look, it's a rabbit. It's a goddess. It's a rabbit. You're just wearing ears.
It has the same face as Pikachu as well.
Yeah, it does. It's the same eyes.
I really feel like it was supposed to be a water counterpart to Pikachu.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. But then, like, Eevee is the counterpart to Pikachu. Like, obviously they came out and had the games. There's Eevee and Pikachu, but they're both like, you've got this cute little electric mouse Pokemon. That's what it is, right? The electric mouse Pokemon.
Yes.
And then you've just got this sort of generic kind of fox-looking thing, and it's very cute and cuddly. Like Pikachu is cute and cuddly. And I feel like those... cemented by the fact in how Let's Go Eevee worked, because honestly when they said like they were making Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I was like, who the hell is going to buy Let's Go Eevee? Only an idiot would buy that.
Like me.
Sorry, Ray, if you're watching, I was like, why would you buy that? Why would you choose willingly to not get the Pikachu version? And then I saw pictures of what Eevee looked like in that game, and I was like,
yeah.
All right, I get it. I get it now. I understand.
Eevee wearing a hat is pretty good.
Pretty great. Not as good as Pikachu wearing a hat. I know that's just my personal preference, right. But I definitely can sympathise with the perspective of preferring Eevee.
It's good to hear. Good to hear. I mostly picked up because I played Pokemon Yellow so much, so I wanted to get a different perspective.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So I think that was it. That's it for me. Oh, except for your tidbit of information.
My little tidbit. Yeah, my little tidbit of information. So I was talking to Mitch, my partner, about that we're doing the Easter episode, and we're going to be talking about rabbit Pokemon. I said, so we're going to talk about Diggersby, Bartleby, Baneri, the others, that exist, Skull Bunny,
the rest.
And I was like, I don't know, Brendan's sort of doing the show tonight, I don't really know. And he's talking about Whimsir. And I was like, what do you mean, what about Whimsir? It's not a rabbit Pokemon, right? So I don't know if you want to bring up an image of what Whimsir looks like, because I don't think it looks anything like a rabbit.
No.
Like, at all.
No.
But Mitch was insistent that I bring it up. And funnily enough, like, I was like, that's rubbish. I don't believe that it looks anything like the ears. It's got the ears, sure, but nothing else even remotely. And it's not anything to do with the rabbit. It's like the sound Pokemon, because it turns into Loudred, which looks even less like a rabbit. But I was flicking through the Bulbapedia page for Whimsir, and in the trivia section, it says that Whimsir is based on a rabbit or stuffed animal.
Oh, okay.
And I literally cannot argue against Bulbapedia because it's never let me down. So
this sponsor for
I guess
this
Whimsir
episode
is technically a rabbit Pokemon.
The sponsor for this episode is Bulbapedia.
Thank you, Bulbapedia, for all of your.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, I was curious to see though what you thought of Whimsir, because I didn't know if this was going to be something where you would be like, oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. It should be in this list, or not, because I definitely don't think so. Loudred is not a rabbit Pokemon, by the way. James is asking. No way is it a rabbit Pokemon. It looks nothing like a rabbit.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't look anything like a rabbit, and it's also got the sound thing. I just thought it was a weird little pink blob that lived in a cave.
Yeah, it's a very stupid Pokemon, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I never liked it. I played a lot of Pokemon Sapphire, which these guys are in, and no thank you for me.
I don't like the eyes, especially.
Oh god, they're awful.
They're so stupid. Why are they like that? It's so dumb, and I hate it.
Yeah, they're awful. I agree.
Yeah.
Good that we discussed it. Just to get it out of the way.
I'm glad that we agree.
I'm very
glad that we agree.
I was thinking about doing an episode on this evolutionary line, but it's another pink blob, and I just hate it. I just don't even want to talk about it.
Once again, it's the pink flesh monster Pokemon.
Exactly. They're just hard to look at, especially with these eyes. I'm going to get this off the screen. This is a lot.
Yeah, it makes it difficult, I think, when there's no distinguishing feature that you could even conceivably latch onto to enjoy.
That's true. That's very true.
Like at all.
I think the final evolution looks okay. It's like a solid 2, but yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's made it into Detective Pikachu, so I guess I can't be too picky because it's in there.
I forgot about that. And I just feel like I was about to ask how I'm going to do this, but I know what to do in this next segment.
For this next segment?
For this next segment of the show. Which is the special bag.
Oh, a special treat. Special treat.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this. Oh jeez, there's a mozzie right in front of me. I caught it, but it just I didn't kill it, and it just got away. It's great thinking on my behalf.
With the fly.
Hi everyone. You can see all my cats on my bed at the moment. I think they're licking each other, which is very cute. So Bianca was nice enough to pick me up the Pokemon show bag at the Royal Easter Show, which is the most quintessential New South Wales experience someone can have, I think, as a kid. Like, we grew up in very different parts of the state. Yeah, I feel like we both know about all the
Easter Show was a staple.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Going there on Year 7 excursion, just one of the rare highlights of my high school years.
I even got to go to an excursion to the Easter Show. That would have been really rad.
Well, you know why?
We went to Canberra once. That sucked.
It's because I grew up in the country, so we did agriculture class.
So you had like a legitimate reason to go, not just I want to go on rides and get show bags.
Yeah, but they just let us go on rides and get show bags, so that was cool.
Yeah. It's funny too, like as you like age though, like what you are most interested in at the show changes. Because I know I used to only really care about going on the rides and eating lollies and going to the show bags. And don't get me wrong, they're all great activities. I don't want to knock on them, but when I went day before, or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. Oh my god. The things that I was most interested in seeing was like I just wanted to walk around the chicken enclosure, and then I wanted to go and look at the arts that were on display, and I wanted to see all the flowers and who won the flower contests, and the big pumpkin. I saw a pumpkin that was 99 kilos.
Big pumpkin.
How did they even get it in? These are the things that I'm interested in now. I went with my youngest sister, and she was like, I want to go on the bloody Mega Drop ride. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to go and look at the flowers. Bye.
You're officially getting old. So am I, because if I went, I would have watched the same thing, so don't worry. But yeah, that's it's a real turning point, I think. Man, I wish I saw those chickens though. I really wish I went to see the chickens.
There was some big fucking chickens, holy shit. I couldn't believe this. Look at all these chickens. So I felt like when I walked in there. That's all I could think of.
My favourite thing about this is not related to the Easter show, but going to the Taronga Zoo. My favourite part is going... Actually, I just realised that Jenny Nicholson said like the same thing in one of her videos, but the best part is going to like the farm section, and it's just like a bunch of chickens and like little sheep and stuff. It's like you could see some like gorillas and some bears. It's like, no, I'm going to walk around and hang out with these chickens.
No, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see the rooster, please. I'd like to pay $50 to see a rooster when I could just probably drive to someone's house and see that if I really wanted to.
Yeah. It seemed a lot different when I would go there as a kid, because where I grew up there was a lot of farmlands, mostly dairy farms, but around a lot of farms. Anyway, let's get into this bag. I haven't fully explored this yet. I had a little look at it last night, but this is the first thing, which is going to be horrifying.
Oh yeah, the real highlight.
By the way,
I can't wait to see this.
My hair is wet. I just had a shower before we came on, so just so you know. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where did Brandon go?
How's it going, boys?
All I see is Pikachu.
I'm Pikachu.
You're not Ryan Reynolds.
No,
What's going on here?
I am. I'm Ryan Reynolds. Hey, I've come on. Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you almost properly. Not really, but yeah, it'll do. It's possible.
There's nothing here. Also, this smells like plastic. It's really weird. And I can't see properly.
Yeah. That's okay. My brother brought he bought one of those horse masks, and he took it out of the bag, and it absolutely reeked of plastic. And I thought he was probably going to die if he put it on because of the plastic smell that came with it. So I understand the smell that you're describing. That's
the smell I associate with the Easter show, like legit. Just fucking plastic from show bags.
Yep.
We don't need to explain what a show bag is, do we? I just realised we didn't do that.
Surely not.
No. Everyone watching knows what it is.
I feel like our viewers are 95% people that live in Sydney anyway, so...
This is a backpack. This is pretty cool. It's pretty shit quality, but it looks cool. It's a Pokeball, and it's a
functional
backpack.
It's functional.
It's
pretty good. Can't complain. Smells like plastic. Smells bad.
It smells real... It smells like a different sort of plastic than the last one. Like, I don't want to get my nose near it. I'm going to have to put it through the washing machine. Can't ever plan on using it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Only top quality stuff
I know.
from the Easter show. By the way, did you get a show bag for yourself?
So my original plan was to buy the other Pokemon show bag because there were two.
Yeah. Sorry.
There were two. There was the one you got, and then there was a different one which had a Pikachu backpack, not a Pokeball. It was Pikachu, and there was different contents inside of it. And I really wanted to buy it, and it was sold out at literally every show bag vendor. They didn't have any of them, and I even asked in my desperation to have the one that was on display. I was like, can I just have the one that's up on the wall? And they were like, no, we don't sell those. And I was like, oh well,
I'm sorry about that.
I've hit my lowest point. I'm asking the show bag person to give me the Pokemon show bag that's up on the thing because they've run out of Pokemon ones.
Because I
am 25 years old. This is what I'm doing.
Did you tell her that we need content for our Twitch show?
I thought about it and I was like, I don't know if that's going to convince her because she sounded just so like she did not want to have this conversation with me. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't sell those. And I was like, fuck you, I want it. Give me my $28 show bag.
You should have punched on. Punch on at the show over getting a show bag.
I've been very on brand for going to the show. But I did buy myself the Birdie Beetle bag, which is of course mandatory.
A staple.
So I'm looking forward to having some of those later tonight. So I did get that as a consolation prize, but no Pokemon stuff for me.
I'm sorry. You can have those Pokemon cards, by the way.
Thank you.
This is like a stationery set.
What is that?
This is a pencil,
case.
Yeah, it's got all the evolutions on it.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
I'm gonna bring this.
Now I feel good that you get it because I know you like Eevee. So.
All of this is Eevee shit except for this Pikachu rubber. I'm gonna bring this to Monster of the Week, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I was about to say, like, you can use it. Because I know the pencil case that I use for Monster of the Week is also from a show bag that I got at the show.
Nice. That's great. All of this is Eevee related stuff. That's an Eevee ruler. That's an Eevee pencil.
Very nice.
A lot of plastic here.
Yes.
Feel like a terrible person. No, I feel great. I think this is just a book. It's also got
yeah, I did have a look. I think it's just an exercise book. I thought it was a colouring book at first, and then I was, not going to lie, tempted to just not give it to you because I wanted it for myself, and then I realised that it was actually just an exercise book, and I was like, that's okay, you can have
Let me have a
it.
look. I can't open this because I'm live unboxing. That's what we need to fucking call this episode.
Live unboxing. It's like an what is that? ASMR thing? Where you listen to the sounds of stuff? Yeah. ASMR video of unboxing sounds.
Yes, there's nothing in here. Which is great. I can take this big bag to go bloody shopping at IGA now.
Yeah, I know. It's actually a decent bag. I remember like when I was carrying it because it didn't fit in my backpack that I brought, so I thought I'll put it in my backpack so I'm not walking around with a Pokemon show bag. That'll look silly. And then it didn't fit, so I had to carry it around. And I was impressed by the quality.
Speaking of looking silly, these are all tattoos, temporary tattoos.
Oh, they're temporary tattoos. I thought they were stickers.
Yeah, I wish they were stickers, but that's fine. I feel like a couple of these I would actually get as a tattoo. Like, that Espeon tattoo would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
A Master Ball would be pretty cool.
I would get a Rowlet tattoo, because Rowlet's the best.
There? Oh, look, it's displaying the right way, because it's... all these are in reverse. That's fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. What else have we got? What is this? What is this stuff? Oh, they're putting. Oh, this is alright. It's just a nice water ball with all the... oh, jeez, there's a camera. Water ball with all the starters in it. Good monsters.
Mm-hmm. It's going to taste like plastic for at least 6 months.
Oh my god. I'm going to chuck it in the dishwasher that I don't have.
Yeah.
Also got a booster pack with 3 cards in it, which is...
Yeah, that's not the normal amount of cards, because I conveniently, and not because I do this all the time, I have my own booster pack here, and there is 10 cards in this one, which is a real one, not the one that comes in the show bag. And yeah, you get more than 3 times as many cards.
So it came with Alolan Rattata, some sort of Gloom. I don't know, just Gloom.
Oh, just regular Gloom.
And a good old Charmander. Are these like...
We'll have a good Charmander.
I know. This Charmander has 70 health. Seems OP. I don't know anything about the power levels in Pokemon anymore.
Oh, I could talk for a very long time about the power level of Pokemon in the trading card game, because I used to play it a lot, and I've kept reasonably up to date with it. No, I really don't like card games. I was telling you, I sent you that picture, and I don't have it in front of me, so I can't show it on stream. But I got that incredible Magikarp and Wailord card. And yes, you heard me correct. Magikarp and Wailord in one single card, because that's where this game is at. It's so good.
I was very surprised to see Magikarp and Wailord as a card. There are some stickers here, by the way.
Together at last, really.
But I would actually... they're all of Pokeballs, which is cool. They're like raised up. They're not like flat. I don't know what they're for. Maybe putting in your car or something. That's them.
Are they... Sorry, what are they? Are they stickers or are they like iron-on things?
They're stickers.
Huh. Interesting.
It's weird. I don't understand. It says for 3+. Age 3 and up, and I don't understand it. So that's a pretty bad indictment on me. Okay, let's make my face small again. Out of embarrassment. I have to retreat. What are you talking about? Did you manage to get any of those Australian Pokemon up?
I did. Let me send you the link.
Okay.
It's very low budget, very low rent slideshow today, but it'll get the job done. So, let me send it to you there.
That's what I love to hear.
Oh, I don't know if I did the right link. 1 second.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's going to come up as private.
Thank you again for that show bag. That beautiful show bag.
Oh no, it's okay. Anytime. Like I said, I wanted for because the other one was different. I was hoping that we could both take turns to go through our show bags.
Yeah.
But I was foiled by going on the second last day of the show, and surprise, things were sold out. So
that's fun.
Yeah, there's always next year.
I'm trying to remember. I was going to tell another great anecdote, but I can't remember what it is. One of Brendan's classic anecdotes. Okay, so seeing that Anzac Day is on Thursday, actually that makes me think. Are any New Zealand Pokemon? There should be a Pokemon based on a what are they called? Kiwi birds.
Kiwis.
Yeah, Kiwis.
I feel like that's... I wasn't sure if you were doing that intentionally or not, so I was just trying to sort of roll with it. But yeah, they're called Kiwis, I think. The closest... Like, there isn't one, but the closest would have to be one that I have put in my presentation. So, much like Farlap and the Pavlova and Russell Crowe, fuck you, New Zealand, they're ours, and I don't give a shit what you say.
There's one that you've left out, which... I'll bring up when we get to the very end of it. It's a very important one.
Oh, yeah, I have left it out, sorry. Because I was going through them in order of the Pokedex thing. So let me just... And part of the problem is I don't know what it's called. So I'm just going to quickly...
That's okay. There are a few questions...
to find out its name.
There are some questionable ones in
here. And now I'll copy the picture. Yeah. I will make the case for them. Don't worry.
Okay.
So let me just go down the end and add in the all-important one that I know that you're talking about.
This is how it's done. We build presentations while delivering them. It's literally being made in front of your eyes. I think you're not going to get that on any other Twitch channel. Please donate to our Patreon.
Yes. Or my PayPal account directly. I promise to transfer you half of whatever I get, Brendan. Don't worry.
Or just leave some cash in a drop zone.
In a brown paper bag.
In a brown paper bag.
just like Joe Hockey. All right. So, let's just get started. I'm sure I've missed some, but that's fine. We'll just deal with it. The first one, emu? Question mark. We talked about this, I believe. It's as close as we're going to get.
Yeah.
Yes, it has two heads. I know emus don't have two heads. Maybe in a not too distant future where everything's radioactive and things grow multiple heads, maybe we'll get there, and then this will be really accurate. But for the time being, this is as close as we get, and therefore I claim it.
I do have something that will, unfortunately, strike this down. It's called Doduo, which sort of, to me, implied is based on a dodo because it's the word dodo with one extra letter in there.
Yes. I don't really have anything to say in regards to that. I mean, just as easily as I can claim it, you can also unclaim it. I mean, that's fine. I'm just trying to build up the repertoire, of Australian Pokemon, build the catalogue, but that's fine. We can just strike him. You're out, Doduo.
I would delete it if I had the power to, but I can't.
Just put a big red X on it. How do I do that?
The next one, though.
Shit.
I'll bring
Can't
it back.
figure it out. Oh no, I found it.
Okay.
I found it.
Can you just type the word wrong and put it? There we go. Just put it. Good.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect. Kangaskhan, I don't think
right.
anyone's going to argue because it's based on a kangaroo, which is weird because it doesn't really look like a kangaroo other than the pouch thing. It also looks like
it doesn't.
It also looks like a kaiju.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon are these sort of big, thick things. It looks like very much from the same design school of Nidoking and Nidoqueen. And even to a lesser extent, like Charizard and Dragonite, they're just these big kind of thick things that are very conical in shape. They've got big, thick legs, and I feel like I would love for them to revisit this and make more like a boxing kangaroo type thing. I feel like that would be really cool. But I can also totally sympathize with them not wanting to just rehash old territory. And I'm just reading James's comment saying that Dojo is actually a kiwi bird. Oh wait, no, he was probably saying that in response to when we were talking about the name of the kiwi bird. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Dojo.
It's alright.
My bad. But yeah, I get that not wanting to rehash old content, but I just think that I think that a boxing kangaroo that's a very kangaroo-like and not Kangaskhan-like, that's very agile and looks very different, I think would be suitably fresh to do it again. But then I also made an entire presentation about how they should not do that, and then they should just leave concepts once and not redo it if they've got nothing new. So this might just be my own biased desire to see a really cool boxing kangaroo Pokemon coming out, but I really think they should do it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the boxing kangaroo fighter from Tekken 4, I think. And that's what I want to see. Just the Tekken character.
Once again, Nintendo, please give us jobs, pay us money, and these ideas are yours.
That would be so cool. A normal fighting, maybe.
Yeah, I could see it being really cool.
Yeah.
Or you could make an argument for ground type because it's out in the outback.
Or rock type.
I think normal fighting would be good. Yeah.
I think rock.
If it was a rock wallaby.
Oh, a boxing rock wallaby.
A boxing rock wallaby. We've done it. We've cracked the code.
That's an insanely good idea.
Now we just need some other completely random, disparate concept and to just shoehorn that into, because that seems to be the thing too.
We just need someone to live, draw these ideas.
Yeah. Actually, I watched this YouTube video, which was such a cool idea, where they were talking about, it was right after Sword and Shield got announced, and it was a group of people just theorizing what would the 3 starters' final evolutions look like. And as they were describing it, one of their friends was drawing it, and it was hilarious, the result. They ended up making Scorbunny into a samurai, and he had a big sword, and it was really great. Yeah, it was really cool. So I definitely think the concept has legs, that's for sure.
Now that we're talking about it, how do you feel about Mega Kangaskhan?
it just raises further questions about what's going on with little Kangaskhan. Like,
I'm also going to have to
because
take umbrage with
there
that
are baby
pronunciation.
Pokemon.
That's true.
Here we go.
It's definitely Kangaskhan.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I feel like I've been picking on you this episode, but I don't mean to.
Okay, it's because, you know what it is? It's because it's got the H for Khan at the end, and it's really close to the S, and it makes me think Kangaskhan. That's how I've always said it, and I will take your point, but I don't believe I'm going to change it.
I apologize. It just had to be said.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I also.
Sorry, go on.
There's some questions raised with the Mega Kangaskhan because I'm pretty sure Kangaskhan's can only be female. And is it implying that this would be like a male version, which is something that we haven't seen before, and that should like be a thing? Where are the males?
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's a really, really, really good point because Kangaskhan can only be female, and the young one is so different. It just seems very odd. Like it's very clearly a baby, and there are baby Pokemon. Like this is we've covered this territory. We've been there. We've done the presentation. All right, there is room for it to be done, but it's weird. Like. This is the first example. You know, I should have put this in. This is the first example of something that is very clearly a baby Pokemon, literally, but it's not a baby Pokemon. In fact, it's not even a Pokemon at all. It just exists.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong on this. I'm pretty sure what was supposed to happen was Marowak was like supposed to evolve into Kangaskhan, and then they nixed that, which explains like the storyline in the Viridian City with like not Viridian City, what's that city called, you know, the one with the big graveyard in it, that one? Lavender Town. That's why it explains why there's the Marowak at the top, and I'm pretty, from what, this might not be true, but I'm pretty sure what happened was when they decided to nix that idea, there was like a number changed around in the order of the Pokédex, and that's what created the missing no glitch.
Yeah, I think you're right. Everything that you've said sounds very familiar, so I'm going to say yes, you're absolutely right.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I was also just, the fact that it has a Mega Evolution is very surprising to me. Like, I know we talked about Megas already, we had that episode, but like, why Kangaskhan of all Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution? Well, and its Mega Evolution is not even, it's the little one that's getting the evolution, because Kangaskhan looks exactly the same. It's just that its younger one grew up.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be Mega Kangaskhan, it should be Mega whatever this Pokemon is, unrelated Pokemon is.
Yeah, and because like whenever they do a Mega Evolution, like whenever a Pokemon does a Mega Evolution, they physically change, and I can get on board with the idea that there's like this physical change, and then like they power down, and then they like go back to their original form. Why does the baby, does it de-age? Is it Benjamin Button? Like, is it just be like, oh my god, I can walk, I can do all these things, and then it's like, well, that's the Mega Evolution for this battle, back into the ball you go, next battle, and then you're back being a baby, and it can't communicate, it can't walk. Like, how awful to be that, like...
Oh my god, I did not think about that. Oh my god. I'm glad we've gone down this rabbit hole, because this is the conversation that I've always wanted to have, is what the fuck is going on here.
Exactly.
I really think the Pokemon... That's
what I'm here for.
They need to take another look, just reassess what's going on. It's like in HOTS when they...
I am really sorry. I lost you after you said it's like in HOTS. And I think I still can't hear you. Because I can see you talking. I have a feeling it's the Discord call and not anything else. I'm assuming it's still good on the stream. But yeah, I'm very sorry that I have failed. I've stopped being able to hear you. Still can't hear you. Should I drop the call and then you recall me or something? Would that be a good thing to do? Okay. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You'll never guess what the problem was, because it's so stupid. It's unbelievable. I was leaning on the cable connected to my microphone, and I unplugged it.
Well, at least it was an easy fix. I was very worried. I was like, oh my god, this is probably something wrong on my end, and I can't do it. But at least it was an easy fix.
all that story, I'll leave it up for someone to read my lips and translate it, about why Genghis Khan is like Hots.
I was so curious what you were going to say. Like,
no.
I was so curious. I was guessing. I was like, is it going to be it's because I've played Hots. I was like, oh, what is it going to be? Is it going to be like when they added multi-class and they're like, no, this was a mistake. Like,
they have reneged on that now, by the way. Varian is no longer multi-class.
Yeah, I know. I did read about that. Yeah, that was so stupid. I like that Anduin's in it now. I saw the teaser on Twitter. I knew instantly what it was. And I was like, my boy, he's in there, finally.
I'm going to play some Varian after this, by the way, I reckon. Anyway, he's like... Genghis Khan is like Hots. Oh, well, not actually, but it should be, where whenever like something gets stale, they like go back and take a look at it and like find some things. They should do that with Genghis Khan, but from a lore perspective. Nothing to do with balancing. I'm just trying to say they should retool it.
Yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Like, I do agree with you. I won't argue with that.
Good.
All right.
Genghis Khan.
We've talked a lot about Genghis Khan, far longer than I thought we were going to.
What's this Pokemon called? Ariados something?
Ariados, I think.
Yeah.
Or Ariados.
Ariados? I'm not entirely sure.
Ariados.
I assume with that name...
We'll never know.
We'll never know. I was going to say, I don't know why I included this. However, it's a spider, and that's enough. If it's a spider, it's probably fucking Australian, isn't it?
That's why I just said spider, because like that's what whenever people talk about Australia, they're like, oh, Australia, you have like deadly spiders and snakes, and the wildlife is trying to kill you. Yeah, okay, spider, that's ours. Thanks very much. That's not me taking it. That's not me taking it. That's the rest of the world giving it to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love them spiders. Love them huntsmen.
There was a little baby one in my bathroom the other day, and it was fucking terrifying.
Oh, there's one that was crawling on my front windshield while I was driving the other day. I freaked the absolute fuck out because I didn't know it was on the outside of my car, and then I saw it.
Oh my god!
Like, I'm usually fine with spiders, but not while I'm driving and on me. Oh jeez, my light went out. I was talking about a spider.
Oh yeah. I am not good with spiders at all, and having that happen to me is literally my worst nightmare, because I sort of joke about it, but then I'm also very serious. If that happened to me, I would crash the car, and it would be my fault. I don't have to pay for the repairs. It would be thousands and thousands of dollars mistakes for me. But it's just a fact. It's going to happen.
You can't sue a spider.
There's a huntsman. No, I can't do anything about it. I just, sorry, crash the car, goodbye. It's the only way to get rid of the spider, is to crash the car.
So enough about spiders, because I'm going to get really itchy soon.
Yes,
I think,
let's move on quickly.
Is it Octillery? I think this Pokemon is.
Yeah, Octillery.
I think Octillery really should have gotten a fucking rad evolution. They should go back and look at it.
They should. They absolutely should.
And even though the colour isn't correct, I think you're absolutely right that it's based on a blue ring octopus.
Yeah. Basically, I don't really care if anyone disagrees with me, but blue-ringed octopus, very dangerous Australian animal. This is an octopus, therefore it belongs to Australia. Name one other country / animal that is as like like everybody in Australia knows what a blue-ringed octopus is
Yeah.
and what it looks like and what it does to you. I don't think there's any other like octopus that exists in the world that has the same kind of base level of knowledge among a populace of a country.
The reputation.
Yeah.
That's true. It should be poison type. That'd be sick.
It should be poison type. That's what they could do in the evolution.
Yeah, think about this, guys. Come on.
Come on, guys. It's really simple stuff, all right? We're not asking for much.
All right, seagulls. Definitely not Australian, however, they're definitely Australian.
They are, yeah. And the only point that I feel like I need to make is that, you know that scene in Finding Nemo where there's all the seagulls and they're like, mine, mine. Yeah. Well, that was a movie that was set in Australia. And they were seagulls, and guess what? Wingull is a seagull, therefore, it's Australian.
Sure. There's also a lot of seagulls around Sydney, hence the reason why there are all those seagulls in the movie.
Yeah.
This one, I didn't even think about this, and you're a genius for remembering it, because it is actually based on a great white shark.
I've lost you again. I don't know if I've just lost you, or everyone has lost you.
Great question. My microphone's still plugged in.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Hi.
It just cut out right when you were in the middle of saying something.
I was giving you a compliment as well. I said you're a genius for remembering this, because I completely forgot about Sharpedo. Also, Sharpedo is fucking rad.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks extremely aggressive, and it invokes the same type of fear that a great white shark should invoke in you.
Yeah. Just punch him in the nose, apparently.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't plan on ever getting into an altercation with a great white shark, so I hope I never have to do that. And in all likelihood, if I was, I would be so panicked that I would probably forget, but maybe I would just do it anyway in my thrashing about.
There was a shark attack. And actually, never mind. I'm not going to go on a rant about shark attacks. Let's just nip that in the bud.
That's good. That's okay. We'll move on, because I was going to start talking about shark cages, but I also don't really want to talk about that. So.
Platypus. I mean, it's supposed to be a duck, but I mean, a platypus is supposed to be a duck as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, a platypus is literally, it's got the duck mouth. It's got the duck feet, except that its toes are incredibly poisonous.
Yeah.
It's got the otter body. It's got the marsupial existence, but it's got the egg-laying life.
It's basically a Pokemon.
Platypuses. It's basically a Pokemon. You know, I have heard, as I'm sure every person has heard, that when, I don't know, somebody, what was that botanist guy? That guy that came on Captain Cook's boat, who was the botanist, Joseph somebody?
I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't think I've ever known this knowledge.
During the 8 years that they taught Australian history at my primary school, that whatever the botanist guy's name was writing back to England about this wild fucking animal that he found. He was describing, he was literally like, imagine a duck, but it's got an otter body, but it's got a duck mouth, but it lays eggs, but it's a marsupial and it's warm-blooded. And then everybody was like, you are insane. We don't believe you. And no one believed him until he brought like a stuffed one back. He's like, look, I'm telling you, it's real. They were like, oh shit, you weren't kidding. You were being quite serious.
The platypus, they're fucking rad. There's no denying that.
They are. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big
fan of the platypus.
Sorry, this is a plane going over my building. Because I live in the West, and that's just our lives. Yeah. Yeah, platypus. I'm pretty sure it probably is platypuses. I don't know, but platypuses are rad.
Platypuses, platypi. I'll accept either. It's fine.
Same with echidnas, who are the other monotremes who also lay eggs. There should be. Oh wait.
I
was going to say echidnas.
I put an echidna once in here.
I was going to say echidnas don't get enough attention, and then I remembered Knuckles.
Then you remembered what? Sorry.
Knuckles. That face.
Unlucky.
I mentioned Knuckles. Brown snake? I mean, I don't think so, but I'll give it to you.
Well, I'm only just saying that because I don't know very many varieties of snake. So it will make more sense when I go on to the next one, because those are the two varieties of snake that I know that exist. There's the brown snake, and there's the black snake. And there's a yellow-bellied one, and there's a yellow-bellied one. And those are all the snakes that I know about. I just know that all snakes are dangerous, and I'm scared of them all.
I don't... I'm trying to remember what the snakes are called. Yeah, it's one of these ones.
Okay, well, the first one, Arbok is like a cobra, obviously.
Yeah, a king cobra, that's it. I knew that.
King cobra.
I knew that from India. I just typed in Indian snake and it came up.
I think that there's some type of cobra, though, that's native to Australia, surely.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure. I didn't know that much about it. Maybe I should look it up. I was just thinking, I'd like to do a bit more research about some snakes.
Yeah. The thing though is that I put this in the same way that I'm claiming Ariados, whatever.
Yeah.
Australia is known for its dangerous wildlife and snakes, I would argue more so than any other country. So therefore the snake Pokemon must be Australian. I take your point there that king cobras aren't native to Australia, but whatever, I don't care.
That's fine. Don't know if this is a black snake, but I'll give it to you for the exact same reason. So I don't know what the difference between like vipers and pythons and stuff like that is.
Oh, I actually do know about this.
There's a cars.
Vipers tend to be more venomous. Pythons are rarely venomous because pythons and their whole thing is like wanting to crush you slowly to death. Okay. They're like constrictors, like a boa constrictor type thing. That's what python. I'm pretty sure because I said that I was very scared of snakes. I'm not really scared of snakes. I just have a respect for how dangerous that they can be.
I respect snakes.
I really wanted to.
Snake.
I do respect snakes. Snarky.
Snake. Snake. Sorry.
I really wanted to get a pet snake actually for a very long time. I wanted to get like a reptiles license. I want to have a little carpet python, and that was how I know what pythons are. Is that they want to wrap around you a lot. And carpet pythons are the little ones. They're quite large, but they're little in the scheme of things. Whereas like vipers, taipans tend to like be more poisonous. Kind of like a rattlesnake is quite poisonous, but we don't really have rattlesnakes in Australia, I don't think.
No.
I just realised I said I was quite misleading at the start. I said I only know about black snake and brown snake, but I do know quite a bit about snakes. I just don't know the names of like...
You just destroyed me with your snake knowledge.
Snake. Brendan was destroyed with snake facts and logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done with snakes?
Let's move on. I'm done with snakes.
What's this Pokemon called? It's koala but with an M somewhere.
Komala.
Like the wrestler.
Kamala. I guess. I love him.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Think he's great.
Me too.
He is the drowsing Pokemon. Like, they've got the subtitle. He's the drowsing Pokemon, which it makes absolute sense for an animal that spends like 19 out of the 24 hours of the day sleeping.
Mm-hmm. And getting thrush or whatever it is. No, chlamydia.
Yeah, they have chlamydia like permanently, which sucks for them. And part of the reason why they're so sleepy is because they don't get enough energy from eucalyptus leaves, which is the only thing they're able to eat.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. I just really like koalas, and therefore Kamala is great.
Yeah, it's just a koala, which is cool.
There's literally nothing about it. It's got a log, which is kind of cool, like the log. But this comes back to it. Is the log part of Kamala?
No.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I think by that logic, you could say though that Machamp's pants aren't part of him. Would you agree with that? Because that's a debate that's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into it, but my stance is that Machamp's pants are not part of him in the sense that you could have a Machamp without pants. it's just like custom not to. It's like I was like custom to wear pants for humans.
It's just advised that you do. Great logic.
It's just advised. There could be like nudist Machamp colonies where they don't wear the pants.
Oh my god. Nudist Machamp beaches. Oh my god.
Those places could exist. So, yeah.
I think that's a good episode title. We got to it in the end. Nudist Machamp Beach.
We did it. We made it. Nudist Machamp Beach.
Yeah, I wish.
That's what we can call the episode that we do about Machamp.
Oh, actually, that's a better idea. Yeah, Kamala, I really wish I had a cool evolution, like a big bear. As everyone knows, as all Australian children were told when they were children, koalas aren't bears. However, I feel like it's warranted here.
Yeah. Although, like, no one really... Obviously, no one Australian calls them koala bears, except for, like, maybe kids. But, like, no one calls them koala bears. But I was about to say foreigners. That wasn't a pretty good word to use. Like,
Johnny, foreigner!
people who don't really, like, didn't grow up in Australia or aren't from Australia tend to say koala bears.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if there's been some piece of media that has used the term koala bears that's just made everybody say that. Kind of like how, like, the shrimp on the Barbie effect, where that's what now Americans perceive it to be. Like, I wonder if there was something where, like, maybe Steve Irwin said koala bear once, and then now we're stuck with it. Like, that's just what people think.
That'd be interesting. You need to do some research on that as well. But it's definitely something that's just. I need to look that up afterwards.
Yeah.
If there is like one instance where it happened.
Yeah, because I can imagine, I could fully believe that happening, where you hear something once and then you think, okay, well, that's just how it is, and because it was on a TV. So, sorry, and this is related. Speaking of things that are on TV about Australia that people who don't live in Australia would watch,
Bachelor in Paradise.
I was watching Channel 7 once. Yeah, I was watching Channel 7 once years ago, and they had a show on. Bear in mind, this is Channel 7, like, in Australia, and they were screening a show that was called, and it was narrated by this American guy, so I'm going to impersonate him. It was called Australia, Don't Go There. That was the name of the show, and I was like, it's too late. I live here.
It's too late.
Don't go there.
You can't go there if you're already there.
I know. So the Australian Don't Go There was the show, and it was all about all these deadly animals that lived in Australia. And I remember even when I was watching them, it was like talking about this crazy, like, deadly snake. And I was like, I live in suburban Sydney. I have never seen, like, a snake in Sydney. Like, you don't really see snakes in suburbia. You see snakes if you live in, like, rural locations, or you go to a country town, and you have a much higher chance of seeing snakes. It's not like you just... The impression that this show was giving was that you would step foot off the fucking plane and then, like, you would be attacked by a swarm of deadly spiders, and there would be a blue-ringed octopus there, and there would be snakes, and then, like, all these things would just kind of be a crocodile that would come and eat you at the same time. Like, it was like a minefield you had to dodge the minute you got out of the plane. And I was like, I kept thinking, I was like, somebody will see this, like, and think, oh, cancel our Australian holiday plans. I don't want to go there anymore.
Australian tourism is over.
Yeah.
I
just thought it was really funny that A, the show exists, and B, like, Channel 7 was showing it to Australians living in the country already.
We're like, oh shit, we've got to get out of here. What I was thinking of when you're saying that is going up to, like, the customs desk, and there's a blue-ringed octopus there, like, wearing glasses and a hat, like Octodad, and, like, just being their, like, passport, and you're just staring at a blue-ringed octopus. Yep.
Do you remember those ads that had Steve Irwin in them about quarantine and why you need to, like, declare stuff? Do you remember those?
I do.
And he was holding up this little thing, and it was like a little dot, and it was like, this could ruin Australia's ecosystem.
Yeah.
This is why we have quarantine laws, because we have cool animals and plants and shit that will die if you bring this thing in. It was this little thing on his thumb. I don't really know what it was. I don't know if it was an insect or a seed or something.
I assume it was like a fly or something. I don't know, but like you can't have like dirty shoes and stuff like that going through quarantine.
Yeah, they make you like say if you've gone like in hiking in rural locations and you have to like not have all the weird dirt bacteria that comes with you from these weird locations.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. You shouldn't commit customs crimes. There's a TV show about it, and you might end up on there.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Those dogs, they were parasites. I can't. Oh my god. I was about to get launched into politics, but I was like, no, let's not do that.
I know, me too. I was about to start talking about the interview that Barnaby Shows did.
Me too.
Yeah, good. let's not get into that because I don't want this to turn into a politics show. But oh boy. Oh, I've lost your light and maybe your sound. Oh no, the sound's back.
Somehow, we're about to end, so my light went out and I unplugged my microphone at the same time.
It's a sign. It's your hot exit coming in.
It's not coming back. It's plugged in with a very fragile USB cord.
Oh, that might need replacing.
It does.
Hey!
Hey. Alright, well thanks for joining us everyone. I didn't read the chat at all. I'm not sure if anyone knows. Oh yes, James is in there.
Jamesy, had Jamesy in the chat, which was good.
Alright.
There was a good topics by both of us, more so by you, my hastily prepared one. That was a nice little Easter and Anzac Day special, I think.
I'm glad that we talked about Genghis Khan though. Like I felt like there was a whole episode coming. I feel like we got out what we needed to say there. Yeah.
No, stones have been left unturned, perhaps.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to the baby thing. I feel like I have made my feelings clear on what I want them to do. So once again, Nintendo, all you need to do is just make a small donation to our Patreon or PayPal accounts, and these ideas could be yours.
There should be like one tier on our made-up Patreon that is like the price of it is salaries for both of us, and it's like only one Patreon can be it, and it's Nintendo, and it's like for this tier you get to hire us.
Yeah, that's it. one backer only, one slot available, like Kickstarter rewards or something.
Yeah. If we ever make a Patreon, we actually should do that.
We absolutely should make one for like $10,000, and it's like Nintendo, Nintendo only. This is for you.
This is your opportunity.
I know Auntie Donna have something like that on their Patreon, where they have one where it's like, pay us $5,000 and we'll turn up to your barbecue.
Yeah, I think
I would love to do. If I had $5,000 spare, I would absolutely do that. Because I'm curious if they fly out from Melbourne.
They said that they would actually do that. I'm pretty sure it says on their website. I'm pretty sure Mark is actually like DJing at someone's party. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just some Auntie Donna updates.
Yeah.
Alright, I reckon we wrap this up. It's nearly 10 o'clock and I need to play some hearts.
Oh, sorry. We've done a long one. We've done a bloody long episode.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks for joining us.
Alrighty. Thanks guys for joining, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.